Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. I know what y'all probably thinking. Snyder, why are you doing this audio? Well, this is just how I do reviews. It's always been how I do reviews. I do them audio-wise. Usually because I don't have the greatest editing when it comes to pay-per-views, so it makes it easier to just do it audio-wise. Plus, I don't really want to give you a video where all you see is my big stinking face. After the CM Punk one, don't want to give you that again, because that looked hideous. We can all admit that. That looked atrocious, and we just don't want to give yourselves that again. So we're not going to. Anyways, we will get right into this. This is for Payback 2023, September 2nd, 2023. And our opening video package. It's alright. It's not the greatest. I've seen better by WWE, but it was fine. Live from Philadelphia is Payback, and we kick things off with Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus in a steel cage match. It's a culmination of the feud. Hopefully. I don't see after this why it would continue. But you never know with WWE. You never know. They've really been just stretching these rivalries. They stretched this one as long as they could get it. Couldn't have it on SummerSlam. No, we had to have it on Payback. But this is actually a really good match. That's what I'm all saying. It's a really good match. I love this match. Trish keeps trying to escape right at the beginning of the match, but Becky stops her. Trish then slaps Becky, and that is a "oh, you just messed up" type of moment. Becky gets in control, hits 3 Beck Exploders in a row to Trish. Trish is able to get back into it and send Becky into the cage. Trish pushes Becky's face, just grinds her face right up against the cage. This is one of those times I wish blood was allowed in wrestling these days. Well, it's allowed more regularly, because it happens on this show, but none of them, I don't think either of them are intentional. I don't think. Trish hits a spine buster, but Becky's able to kick out. Trish then just works over Becky, doing some damage, but Becky able to get back into it, sending Trish into the steel cage. Becky locks in to disarm her, but Trish tries to escape using the door, which makes Becky have to release it. Trish tries to do her Matrix-like move, but Becky pretty much just leg drops her to stop it, which looked really fucking cool. The two end up just slamming each other's face into the cage, which kind of looked hilarious. It just looks weird. It doesn't have the effect I think they wanted to. I will give it that. I don't think it has the effect they wanted to. Becky hits a top rope leg drop as Trish is leaning on the top rope, but Trish is able to kick out. Becky hits a powerbomb to Trish, but Trish is able to kick out. Trish hits a Widow's Peak, which got a massive pop-up out of me. I didn't even realize it when I first watched this on Saturday, but I realized the thing, and then Widow's Peak, which is perfect, because the very first ever women's steel cage match was Lita versus Victoria. Victoria's the one who does the Widow's Peak. So that is nice little storytelling there. That's a nice little bring-up. I love that. Becky's able to kick out of the Widow's Peak. Becky hits a Twist of Fate, which is Lita's finishing move, which works even better. Also, Trish took out Lita in the most lightest attack in in mankind. But Lita's been rolled out since, so Becky hits Twist of Fate. Trish is able to kick out of that. Becky falls off the top rope, hurts the knee. Trish is able to take advantage, hit the Stratisfaction, but Becky somehow was able to kick out. Trish hits a top rope bulldog, but Becky kicks out of that. Trish tries to escape. She almost gets out and almost able to escape the cage, but Becky pulls her back in, hits a superplex from the top of the cage back into the ring, and Trish somehow is able to kick out of that pin. Trish tries to escape through the door, and Zoe Stark, Trish as his apprentice? I don't know what you call her. Lackey runs in and tries, and her and Becky Lynch end up playing tug of war with Trish through the cage. Becky's able to pull Trish back in, goes to attack Zoe. Zoe slams the cage door into Becky's face. Trish goes for the Trish kick to take advantage, but Becky ducks it. Becky hits the manhandle slam, but Zoe Stark runs into the cage and breaks up the pin. Zoe and Becky start fighting, and Zoe's able to take down Becky with a clothesline. And she tells Trish to start climbing. Trish is climbing as fast as she can, but Becky's able to get up. Becky's able to hit the manhandle slam to Zoe Stark. She then stops Trish from escaping and hits the manhandle slam from the top rope onto Trish for the win. Unbelievable matchup. These two know how to do it. I highly suggest you watch this match. This just shows, like, props to Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus started wrestling in 2001. She was able to go until she was, I think, 2006, where she stopped full time. She's come back here and there. But to think she has come back after so many years and just is able to have a match like this is absolutely insane. It's a next level performance. And it's amazing. Props to Trish Stratus. Trish slaps Zoe after the match. I don't know what she was mad at exactly, but Zoe ends up hitting Trish with Z360 and leaves. Now I don't know is this it for Trish Stratus in this run? I don't know. I kind of hope not. I think there's still more on the table, but I'd get it if it was. What a hell of a way to go out if it is. But well done to Trish Stratus. If it isn't, I can't wait to see what else she does. If it is, what a match to go out on. Nothing but respect. We get an appearance from the one and only, the host of Payback, John Cena. Don't know why that's his role. I have no idea why that's Cena's role here. Comes out and he talks about how his job as host is to make things special. And because of that, he's going to make things special. He's going to be a special guest referee for a match he's had his eye on in The Miz versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. The Miz comes out dressing as stupid as he can. And Cena and Miz says, Cena as a host, you suck. And Cena goes, here's my first time, Miz, can you give me advice? And Miz talks about you gotta be hands-on, you gotta be more involved, you gotta dress the part, you gotta be able to be more involved, quick decisions, take charge. Cena's like, okay, I gotta do all that, like being the guest referee in your match. And Miz is like, no! But Cena says he is going to be the guest referee for the next matchup, because LA Knight comes out next. We go into our next matchup as LA Knight takes on The Miz with special guest referee John Cena. Why is this a thing? Why is Cena guest referee? I actually have no idea. Because there's nothing that happens after that would make me go, oh, that's why. Like, you didn't need him on here after, but it's what they chose to do. LA Knight, super popular. The crowd is chanting his name. He is just beloved by all. Who can blame him? He's fantastic. Miz avoids getting in the ring. At the beginning, Miz drops Knight off the top rope and is able to get control. Both men try to go for each other's finishers, but each man is able to counter it. Knight sends Miz face first into the announce table repeatedly. Cena starts counting. LA Knight just gets in the ring and goes, yeah, to Cena's face, and then goes back up to break the count, which about me. I love that. That was amazing. Miz, though, is able to send Knight into the announce table to get back in control of the match. LA Knight sends Miz over the barricade. LA Knight then jumps off the barricade and hits a clothesline to the Miz. As LA Knight is beating up the Miz in the corner, Cena tells him to pretty much breaks it up because, you know, you gotta tell 5. If you don't do a 5, you will get disqualified. Cena breaks it up, and LA Knight gets in Cena's face, and Miz is able to take advantage. Miz hits a cool corner code breaker to LA Knight, but he kicks out. Miz sends LA Knight face first into the apron. LA's able to get back into it, hits an insane belly-to-back suplex to the Miz. An insanity. Knight makes a comeback. They'll make a comeback, get back into it, hits a middle rope bulldog followed by a running kick off the ropes, but the Miz is able to kick out of that. Knight hits what I'm going to call the yeah stomps, because he stomps him, and every time the crowd goes yeah, and he does it so the crowd will keep doing it. So I'm calling them the yeah stomps from now on. Miz, though, as I get back into it, hits two DDTs, but Knight kicks out. Knight hits a cool corner DDT, but the Miz kicks out of that. Miz tries to cheat using the ropes during a roll-up, but Cena stops him. Both men almost have moments where they punch John Cena. To be honest, at this point, I kind of wish one of them did. At least it would have been more fun. Cena just sitting there looking old. He looks really old. I'm sorry, John Cena looks really old here. Unfortunately. Miz hits a Skull Crush finale, but LA Knight's able to kick out of that. Miz goes to go for the 5-knuckle shuffle, a John Cena move, but Knight is able to pop back up, hits a power slam, hits an elbow drop, followed by the Blood Force Trauma, the BFT, to win. So LA Knight gets what they call much needed victory on the Miz, a must win. He goes up the ramp where John Cena shows him respect, raises his hand, points to him, showed him respect. But in the end of the day, LA Knight, hopefully they continue the momentum, because he's very popular and you don't want to mess this up. You don't want to mess it up. We got our next matchup as Rey Mysterio defends his United States Championship against former champion Austin Theory. The match is sponsored by Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Why is every Rey Mysterio pay-per-view match sponsored by Cinnamon Toast Crunch? What deal does Cinnamon Toast Crunch have with Rey Mysterio? Is he on a cereal box and I don't know about it? There is something specific about Rey Mysterio that gets Cinnamon Toast Crunch very excited to sponsor his matches. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. Rey hits the 10 punches in the corner. Theory's able to send Rey throat first into the ropes to get control. Theory takes out Rey with a clothesline. And then hits some nice move combos. Just like fluidly one going into the other. It's very nice done. Theory hits a fisherman suplex. And he just really works over Rey. He tries ripping off the mask. Rey's luchador mask. Doesn't work. Rey's able to get back in there. Hits a moonsault to Theory. Begins to make his comeback. Hits a tornado DDT on the outside. Rey goes for the 619, but Theory avoids it. Theory catches Rey in a spin-out powerbomb, but Mysterio is somehow able to kick out. Theory goes for A-Town down, but Rey counters that. We get a double down. Rey's then able to hit the 619. He goes for the splash, but Theory gets the knees up. There he goes for a town down. Rey counters that into a roll-up to pin and retain. Rey Mysterio is still your United States champion. It's a fine match. Nothing special. Nothing that's going to change the game. Nothing that you're going to remember after this night. But it's a fine match. It's a good 2.5 out of 5, you know, type of thing. It's just a fine match. Curious to see where they go with Rey as U.S. champ. I mean, Rey is at the age where I don't see him having a long title reign, so I'm going to assume he's losing it soon. I just don't know the who yet. I'm going to assume Santos Escobar, the other member of his LWO group, but I don't know. We get an interview with Becky Lynch. And before she can really get anything out, she's interrupted by the NXT Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton, who apologizes because she was unaware when she was naming off in a promo on NXT, when she was naming off former NXT Women's Champs. She didn't know Becky has never held it, so she apologizes to Becky for not knowing that. And Becky says, you should be focused on your title match Tuesday, then maybe I'll see you soon. And Tiffany just goes, okay, toodles, and just walks away. Bro, that's amazing. I love Tiffany Stratton. There is something about her character that is just hilarious to me. I love it. Our next matchup is a Steel City Street Fight for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defend against the Judgment Day, which is Finn Balor and Senor Money in the Bank, Damian Priest. This is just an all-out brawl. There was a lot of stuff going on here. Finn hits Sami Zayn with a kendo stick. That's how we start using weapons. KO takes down Finn with a clothesline on the outside. Sami Zayn then dives onto Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Sami and KO then hit Judgment Day with trash cans. Kevin Owens and Sami beat up Finn with kendo sticks. His head in the trash can. They just start hitting it with kendo sticks, which was really funny. Kevin and Sami then set up a table to a loud reaction, because Philadelphia wanted themselves some tables. And they got some tables. Priest then is able to take out KO and Sami, and they begin to work over Kevin Owens. But they love chairs in this match. There were a lot of chairs. A lot of usage of chairs. It's almost to the point of insane, a little bit a bit too much. A bit too much chairs here. Just, it became a little insane. They fight into the crowd where NXT North American Champion, the MVP of Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, comes out to start beating up Zayn and Owens. I don't know what. Listen, I get people just don't like it, but God, I refuse to let anyone not say that the best star in the Judgment Day is not Rhea Ripley. It's not Finn Balor. It's not Damian Priest. It's Dominic Mysterio. He is the best. He is the star of the Judgment Day. I don't care what anyone says. They send Sami and Owens over a railing. They start, game plan to turn around, and Zayn and Owens pop up wearing Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys, and they're holding hockey sticks. And Kevin Owens, I don't know what caused this. I actually don't. I don't know what happened to cause this. But Owens is just gushing blood. The man is bleeding Crimson Mask style. I don't know what the frig happened here to cause Owens to bleed. But this man is gushing. They're able to patch him up and fix it. But god damn. Sam hits a blue thunderbomb to Finn on the chairs, but Finn's able to kick out. Priest slams Zayn into a setup thing of chairs that Owens and Zayn set up. Stack of chairs. Owens keeps trying to fight against Finn and Priest despite the fact they just keep beating him up. Zayn dives off the platform for the kickoff show onto Priest and Finn. Dominic returns again because when before when he was at it, they beat him up with hockey sticks and he ran away. He's back again and he attacks Sami Zayn. Owens sets Dominic on a table and dives off a balcony, delivering a swanton bomb through a table. Holy shit, Owens is insane. The man just returned from injury, let's remember. Man's crazy. Priest stops a Luva kick attempt by just hurling a trash can at Sami Zayn's face. Sami Zayn will get back into it, hit an exploder on the Priest. Sami sends Finn crashing through the table that they set up at ringside. Owens hits Priest with a stunner. Sami follows up with his finisher, the Haluva kick, and they get almost a 3 count, but just before the 3, JD McDonough, a man who's trying to pretty much get into Judgment Day, a friend of Finn Balor's, JD McDonough, pulls Sami out of the ring before the 3. Owens responds by absolutely clotheslining the head off the shoulders of JD McDonough, and then pop-up powerbombing him to his death on the announce table. JD should not have walked after that. Oh my god. Rhea Ripley then appears out of nowhere and spears Owens through the announce table. Finn hits a sling blade followed by the corner drop kick. He goes for the coup de grace, but Sami moves. Sami hits exploder in the corner on the Finn. Sami hits a Luva kick, but Dom breaks up the pin by hitting Zayn with Damien Priest's Money in the Bank briefcase. It knocks Zayn out. Finn puts his arm over Zayn, gets the pin, gets the 3 count, and Judgment Day, or your new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. What a showing. What a match. Insane chaos from start to finish, but a fun match nonetheless. Woo! What a showing. We got new champs in the Judgment Day. Was it the right move? I don't know. I don't know if that was the right move. I guess judging by the story they said on Raw, where Rhea said you have to come back with titles or else. Guess it pretty much was. It kind of had to be. But yeah, I don't really know if that, what the right move is. All I'll say is good on Judgment Day for winning the belts. Makes Finn Balor Grand Slam champ. He's won all the belts, so there you go. Next, we have the Grayson Waller Effect, a talk show with guest, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Waller trash talks about Philadelphia. Cody Rhodes comes out to a great ovation, and Cody, it's a very short thing. Cody comes out and says that he had stroke, and that he used all of his stroke to do something that he hopefully doesn't regret. But he welcomes the newest member of the Monday Night Raw roster, main event, Jey Uso. Jey Uso is back after 2 whole weeks of not being on TV. You couldn't wait, could you? You couldn't wait for at least a bit of time, WWE. You had to bring Jey back 2 weeks. Oh boy. But Jey's back. He comes out to a great ovation. The crowd is happy to see him. He super kicks Grayson Waller. It happened. I'm just curious where they go with this, because they kind of rushed this that they didn't need to. Whatever. Next up, we have our Women's World Championship match as Rhea Ripley defends against Raquel Rodriguez. These are 2 brick powerhouses just going at it for the Women's World Championship. Each woman tries to knock each other down with the shoulder tackle. Raquel takes down Rhea with a shoulder tackle. Rhea responds by trying to hit 3 clotheslines, but Raquel just isn't phased, isn't going down, just smiling at taking it. Raquel takes Rhea down with 1 clothesline afterwards. Rhea gets back in with a nice drop kick and works over Raquel. Raquel tries to make a comeback, but Rhea stops her with another drop kick. Just starts throwing punches. Raquel does eventually make a comeback and hits a nasty shot to the back of Rhea's head. Rhea pretty much just gets spiked right on the head afterwards. Rhea hits Raquel with 3 headbutts. Raquel hits a big suplex to Rhea. Raquel then hits the spinning corkscrew senton, but Rhea is able to kick out. Rhea hits another headbutt and hits a running knee strike, but Raquel's able to kick out of that, and Rhea's in disbelief. Raquel hits a massive clothesline, but Rhea kicks out of that. When Raquel falls off the, jumps off the top rope, so jumps down off the top rope, she tweaks her knee, her injured knee going into the show. And Rhea quickly takes advantage and hits the chop block. Rhea locks in the prison lock, but Raquel counters into a pin for a 2 count. Raquel... Okay, just heard this massive noise. I couldn't tell what it was. Raquel hits a slam. Raquel boots Rhea to the outside. And then Raquel sends Rhea spine first into the ring post and then slams her hard into the barricade. Raquel then sends Rhea's shoulder first into the ring post. At this point, Rhea's desperate, so out comes the MVP of Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, who runs out, and Raquel grabs him, hits him with a power slam. But that was the mistake that Raquel made, because Rhea then kicks her in the knee, hits her with the riptide to win and retain. It's a good match. Rhea wins, like there was any doubt. But it's 2 powerhouses. They do make Raquel look really good. And it's kind of funny that without Dominic, pretty much Rhea would have lost. So, you know, just proves my point. Dominic is MVP. We get John Cena doing a announcer role interview in the Judgment Day. It's really funny. Nothing interesting is said, but it's really funny looking. And then we go into a main event, which is Seth freaking Rollins defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. The story going into this one is that Seth has a hurt back, and Shinsuke plans to target that hurt back. Because Seth's had back issues for years that he's kept quiet about it. Now it's out, and now Shinsuke plans to target that back. The crowd sing Seth's song, because they really like to do a sing-song very loudly. Great Muta is in the crowd. One of Shinsuke Nakamura's mentors, I believe it's what it was, or one of his idols. The guy shade hold at the start of the match. Shinsuke gets a kick to Rollins' back. Starts the whole thing. Rollins does a suicide dive. It's called a tope suicida, but I don't like to call it that. It was called a suicide dive before. I prefer that than tope suicida. Or what's the other one? Tope con hello or something like that. It's really weird. I don't like the name of it, so I'll call it a suicide dive. Shinsuke targets Rollins' back. Continue on. Rollins hits another suicide dive. Shinsuke is able to send Rollins back first in the announce table, which allows him getting some control. He works over Rollins' back a lot, even doing a single leg Boston Crab, but Rollins is able to get out of it. Rollins hits a top rope Hurricane Rana to Nakamura and makes a comeback. Rollins hits a frog splash off the top rope, but Shinsuke kicks out. Shinsuke hits a middle rope knee strike, but Rollins kicks out. Shinsuke hits a snap jump suplex. Rollins kicks out of that. Rollins catches Shinsuke with a nice super kick, but Shinsuke is able to kick out of that. Shinsuke locks in an armbar. But Vaughn's able to turn into a sit-out powerbomb, and Shinsuke kicks out of that. These guys start then trading shots back and forth, just throwing forearms, anything. Vaughn's hits an enziguri for a double down. Shinsuke hits an avalanche landslide, which is a Samoan driver type maneuver. But Vaughn's kicks out of that. Shinsuke hits a Kinshasa to the back of Seth's head, but for some reason doesn't go for a pin. I don't know why, because that looked like I would end the match. Vaughn's then hits a pedigree, because he doesn't go for the pin, so Vaughn's able to take advantage, hit the pedigree, but he can't go for the pin. They start trading pins, and Vaughn's able to skirmy out of it and hits the stomp, the curb stomp, to win. Seth Rollins retains the World Heavyweight Championship, and Seth is standing there just trying to get to his feet to end the show. In an exclusive afterwards, Shinsuke attacks him, which I was like, that could have easily aired on the show to show you continuing a feud. I don't know why it didn't. It was a very weird choice. But, you know, what they chose to do, I guess. Just very bizarre. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this review of Payback 2023. Let me know what you thought of the show in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all for the next one.